My cousin hates Halloween. He hates Halloween, boy. I don't mind Halloween. Our cat died 2 days before Halloween this year, so we left him in the yard for extra decoration for the kids. Do you dress up for Halloween? I did this year. My buddy, I wanted to help him out. He's got a health food business. He started a little gym in there, so I dressed up, put on a dress, and went as a trans fat. I always go with my kids trick-or-treating, but here's the problem. I'm very flattered people dress like me when they trick-or-treat. But it's weird when I go because I'm just hanging out with my kids. They knock on the door, people are like, oh, look, little Batman, little Superman. Oh, Larry the Cable Guy, that's a good costume. Then I always hear somebody from the back of the room. Who is it? He's dressed like Larry the Cable Guy. Then I hear, that guy sucks. What the hell? Next time I'm gonna go as Foxworthy, all right? How's that? That's right. I don't care if anybody thinks he sucks. Anyway, my cousin hates Halloween. Hates it. He says to me, I am so sick and tired of Halloween, I'm trying to watch a daggum TV show. Trick or treat, every 2 minutes, trick or treat. Got to get up and give them candy. I'm like, calm down. Buddy, you ain't got to participate. There's ways you can get around the Halloweening kids. You know what he did? Went down registered as a sex offender. I'm like, you do know all you got to do is turn your porch light off, right? You do know. He goes, you think I done something stupid? Yeah, I think you done something stupid. You're the sheriff, for heaven's sake. I always check my kids' candy for poisons and razor blades. Hold on, kids, you can't eat that yet. I got to check in for poisons and razor blades. They come down later on. Where's all our candy? And we live in a pretty bad neighborhood, I'll be honest with you. I swear we're going to move next year, I promise you. They ruined everything? No, not everything. They didn't touch that box of raisins in there, but they... Tell you what, them Butterfingers, they was riddled with poisons in there.
A lot of people still very worried about the devil. That bothers me. We're on the cusp of colonizing Mars. We're about to have 3D printers kick out usable biological organs. And we'd have even more cool medical and tech if more people focused on that and worried less about what's the devil up to, though? Where's the devil right now? And I get believing in like a good or an evil deity. I get believing in like a vague notion of like a good God and an evil God, but some people take it too far and they add a lot of unnecessary stress to their lives, worrying that the evil deity is interfering on Earth in ways that can be easily and quickly disproven. I watch a lot of weird videos. And I know that a lot of people are worried right now that Katy Perry, the pop star, is famous because she sold her soul to Satan. Like, they really believe this. A lot of videos, get a lot of views, a lot of comments underneath them. Stuff like, enjoy your fame and fortune, whore of Babylon. There's no way that's true. There's no way that the devil is out there giving you whatever you want if you just give the devil your soul. Because if that was true, there would be a lot less homeless people. Like, you mean to tell me that some dude sleeping in a piss-filled alley, eating out of a dumpster, isn't quite ready to make that deal? That guy would sell his soul for a chalupa. But you think in some magical scenario where, the devil's just gonna fix all his problems, he's gonna turn it down, where the devil's just, give me your soul, I'll make it all go away. Fame and fortune are yours, just give me that sweet, sweet soul. Hey, get out of here, devil! How dare you! Sure, I'm going through a rough patch. I'll finish you in a second. You hold your horses, hey. My teeth may be dirty, but my soul is clean.
Halloween, that ain't black people holiday. That ain't our holiday. We celebrate it, but we don't celebrate it the way, you know. Because black people, we call it trick or treat. We don't fuck around with Halloween. I moved in a better neighborhood, and I got white neighbors. They good folk, but they love Halloween. They wear me down. Hey, Lavelle, why you don't have up any Halloween decorations? I said, because I serve Jesus. And God said, do not serve two masters. What if Jesus came back today and I got a fucking picture of the devil on my wall? He gonna pass me up. Some of my neighbors, my one neighbor, he had a whole cemetery in his fucking yard, had a big ass spite on his roof. My son was scared to death to go over there and trick or treat. He said, I ain't going over there, Daddy, I ain't scared. I said, boy, you better go get me some fucking candy. And we used to go trick or treating, and Mama, we couldn't go to the store and get no nice outfit. Mama used to make us wear shit my daddy left behind when he ran off. I used to go as a real estate agent. One of my sisters go as a detective. My baby sister went as a Muslim. She walking around with a little bean pie. Bean pie, my brother, you know. And my cousin used to go trick-or-treating with us, but he used to pee in the bed. And his mama was real vindictive. She gonna put the sheet over him that he pissed on. Had the pee stain right there by his face. You wear this for Halloween. He walk around, she said he a ghost. He walk around, oh! I said, stay back there, Jamal, you stink. And you know, you go to the White House, they always want to know what you, who are you? I said, well, I'm a real estate agent. My sister's a detective, and my baby sister's Muslim. She said, bean pie, my brother? You know? And who's the little ghost? Oh, ma'am, he's a pissy ghost. I used to like going to white neighborhood because they give you name brand candy, Snickers and Payday, Kit Kat, motherfucking Baby Ruths, Charleston Chews and Munch Crunch Bars, and motherfucking niggas, almonds with nuts and motherfucking mounds without them. Nigga, we got all kind of shit. Hershey with almond shit. You got caramels. I ain't even like trick-or-treating in the black neighborhood. Black folks want to give you shit they don't want no more. All right, open your bag, get some of these porking beans. No! I don't want no damn porking beans. Well, get these mashed potatoes. I don't want no fucking mashed potatoes. Only person on the street that had candy was that old lady. She had that old lady candy. It's been sitting around for about 17 Christmases and shit. It's all fused together and got one peanut in the middle of it. And then hold your bag open, baby. I'm gonna put this in your bag. And when you get home, ask your mama to take a hammer and break it all apart. And everybody get a piece, and whoever get the nut is blessed. But Halloween, we black people scary. We scary. I couldn't even, I was banned from haunted house because I fuck up whoever touched me in a haunted house. Bow, you can't hit the werewolf. That's the bitch, that werewolf touched me again. I'ma kill his stinking ass. I was fucking them people up. Bow, you can't hit the witch. She's not a witch. I said, bitch, I don't know. I'm scared. It's dark. Y'all got ghosts and shit flying around. There's a dead body over there. I didn't know what the fuck was going on. Black folks, we never had no haunted house. We tried to have a haunted house in my house. We had some curtains up, made it dark in there. Yeah, my grandmama, she in a wheelchair. She was trying to be a ghost. She got wrapped up in her wheel. She flipped the fuck over and fell down the stairs. She was still asleep. She didn't even know she fell out. Kids wasn't even scared. You guys scare black people different. You can't even have no haunted house with ghosts and shit like that. We had to change shit up. We had to put shit in there that we really scared of. Bills. Rent is due. Sprint about to cut your phone off. Her edges are not done. She's pregnant again. You are the father. But black folks, I know one thing about us. Horror movies to us are learning manuals. For real, when we watch a horror movie, that's all we fucking need. We didn't need to go experience the shit. We watching the fucking movie, and we know that we ain't supposed to do that shit. For real, like Jason, we watched Jason, Part 3, Friday 13. We ain't go camping. Ain't nobody go camping. Ain't nobody fucking, we don't need to. Go on out there if you want to, motherfucker. Jason gonna fuck your ass up. And I thank white folks for that. They teach us a lot of shit. Because black people are not inquisitive. If somebody come up missing, Charles gone. He must have had to do something. We need to look for him. Fuck Charles. He didn't tell us where he was going. Ain't no reason to look for him. Apparently we wasn't invited. I'm scary as shit. I sleep with my gun on the nightstand. I don't play that shit. My body wake me up in the middle of the street. Baby, wake up. I hear somebody downstairs. I pull my gun out. Pow, 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 pow. Shoot through the floor. What the fuck you doing? You said you heard somebody downstairs. Well, I'm sure they heard that. That could have been one of the kids. He could have came in here and said he was about to go downstairs. The fuck you think I'm gonna get out of my safe ass bed to walk down there to get fucked up? Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something. I believe in Jesus. I love Jesus to death. I hope he come back. When he come back, he come and get me. But I'm a little worried. Because I read in the Bible, he said he coming like a thief in the night. And I like, shit. Don't fuck up, Jesus. Please don't fuck up. My child. Pow! Pow, pow, pow! I'm sorry, Lord. I'm sorry. Why you didn't just call me or something? Did I get you? Can you heal thyself? Why you ask me why I shot you? You know me better than I know myself. You know what kind of motherfucker I am? I remember when that movie Candyman came out. Remember Candyman? We were teenagers when Candyman came out. Black folks were scared of motherfucking Candyman. But we and my cousin got some of my uncle weed, right? And we was walking around tomorrow. Man, I heard that motherfucking movie Candyman was based on a true story, dog. That shit for real, motherfucker. I'm telling you right now. Man, I say, man, shut your stupid ass up. Ain't no nigga coming out no mirror. Shit, all right. Go on and go in that motherfucking mirror, say his name 5 times, and see don't he fuck your ass up. Whoever said the most, win $10, all right? Bet, fuck that. Candyman. Candyman. Candy. Man. Told you, motherfucker, he ain't coming. You ain't say it 5 times. Shit, he ain't come the first 3 times. Guess he ain't home. Move your punk ass out of the way. I knew you was scared. No, I ain't. He go up there, my good cousin, he come up there, he got gang shit. Fuck this motherfucker. Candyman. Candyman. Candy motherfucking man. Man candy. I said, don't fuck up and the gay ghost come through there and rape all of us. He said, yeah, I ain't saying no 4 times. I said it 4 times, get it $10. I said, motherfucker, you didn't say it 4 times. You said man candy. Shit, that's still Candyman backwards. Fuck that. Give him that $10. I said, all right, he wanted $10. He talking all that shit. Y'all some bitches. Y'all bitches, those scary motherfuckers. Later on that night, that motherfucker got in a deep ass sleep. I got under the bed. And I grabbed that motherfucker's leg. Did you call me, Dad? When I tell you that motherfucker shit all other bed and ran out of the house, he ain't been over our house since. I'm 48 years old. Hey, man, you coming by and say what's up? Man, I would, man. So busy now. Still scared.
What would y'all rather be, a vampire or a werewolf? Vampire? So y'all can be young the whole time. Y'all gonna get tired of that real quick when you 300. When you 300, you gonna be like, man, shit, I need to die. Man, give me that werewolf life, man. As long as you ain't gonna eat regular food no more. Y'all just gonna be drinking blood. That ain't a good time. You can't get in on the meals, no family meals, no Thanksgiving. You gonna be like, you're having a good time. That's it. That's your whole life. Werewolf, though, you can wild out once a month. You only got to worry about it once a month. But you're still immortal, though. You know, don't nobody got no silver bullet. You ain't dying. You stay young, fresh. You black out once a month. You wake up naked in the park like, oh, shit, what happened? Be a random ankle next to you. Be like, wild night, huh? I'll be a vegetarian werewolf, though. I'll just be ravaging people's gardens. Like, tomatoes, eggplants. I'll be naked in your garden. Like, fruit.
I don't want to buy a house. I live by myself. And I'm scared of ghosts. I've seen enough movies to know that ghosts only haunt houses. Not one-bedroom apartments. Yeah. I've seen enough Hollywood movies to know that ghosts only haunt rich people's houses in the suburbs, preferably with a newborn baby. Because they got way too much to lose. Shit is high stakes. I live by myself. I ain't got nothing to lose. A ghost come haunt me, I just move. Worst come to worst, I lose my security deposit. Fuck it, you know? What's a ghost gonna do? He's gonna follow me from unit to unit. Start knocking on my life fixtures and shit. I'm like, hey, dog, go ahead. It's not mine. You fuck around, we both get evicted, okay? Like, you don't want to be a homeless ghost. And if you really think about it, what kind of loser ghost haunts an apartment? That means that ghost probably died in that apartment. He didn't even die a homeowner. I ain't got no respect for that shit. He comes haunt me, I just start talking shit to him like, hey, dog, what was your credit score when you died, though? Like, for real.
Marriages don't last. 52% of marriages end in divorce. And they say it's because of infidelity or finances. But I think most people get a divorce because the husband doesn't believe the wife when she tells him that their house is haunted. It's the plot of every ghost story. First, little kid sees the ghost, doesn't say anything. Then the wife sees the ghost, tells her husband, and then he says something dismissive like, oh, there's no such thing as haunted houses. Ghosts don't exist. You're just being emotional. Women are emotional. Are you on your period? I don't know why the husband sounds like sexist Jimmy Stewart, but we're gonna roll with it. And then halfway through the movie, he'll see the ghost, and then all of a sudden he's like, oh, hey, honey, this place is haunted. You were right. And for me, if I were the wife in this scenario, the whole movie would stop right there and I'd get real petty. I'd be like, oh, I'm sorry, I was what? I thought I just heard you say that I was right after you essentially called me crazy, crossing the line, talking about my lady time. Now you want to say that I'm right. You get on your knees. You get on your knees and you crawl over here and you say it in my good ear. Then a ghost would pop up and be like, I'll kill you all. And I'll be like, yo, hold up a minute, ghost. I do believe my husband was in the middle of a long overdue apology. Let me hear it. Because marriages are based on trust. And you're gonna believe somebody on Yelp about a Chinese restaurant, but you won't believe your wife when she says there's a shadow demon in the living room. I am better than Yelp. I am your wife. We're getting a divorce.
I I sort of feel like we get our taste in comedy very much like how we get our taste in food. You know, we end up liking whatever mama cooked up for us. So like if you're, I don't know, from an Indian family, your mom probably cooked spicy food, you grew up liking spicy food. And for me, comedically, my mom cooked up giant vats of fucked up with crazy gravy, and I was like, delicious. Yeah, like I couldn't get enough of it. I like it. I like things sick. I don't know if you noticed. So if I can, I'd like to give you a sample of my mom's cooking. All right. So my mom is a lovely lady, and she stayed at home. My dad worked, and a very idyllic childhood. And that was all great, but every once in a while, there would be a little surprise when I came home from school. I was about 7 years old, and walked in, and opened the door and said, Mom, I'm home. And I kind of heard from the distance, I'm upstairs. So I ran upstairs, and by the way, our house was like a Brady Bunch house, you know, like where upstairs was just 3 steps. Like, no architectural purpose at all, but just, fuck it, let's put some stairs here, just 3, fuck it. So, bounded up the stairs to my mom's bathroom, and there was my mom, and she had a very sad look on her face, and I said, Mom, what's wrong? And she said, this. And on her tongue was the most hideous, horrible, disgusting growth that I'd ever seen. And I said, what is that? And she said, it's cancer. And I said, oh no, what do we do? And she said, well, I want you to go into the kitchen and get a knife. I'm like, okay, what? Ran down the stairs a little less joyfully, into the kitchen, and grabbed a giant knife and a roll of paper towels, because I was a scout. And I went into the bathroom to cut the cancer off my mom's tongue. You've all been there, right? It's a universal story, yes? Okay. Anyway, as I went to do it, at the very last minute, my mom kind of brushed my hand aside and went like this. It was just a contact, honey. I was like, as I came to, I realized that my mom had, really given me a great gift. Number one, she felt that at age 7, I was smart enough to get the joke. And also, more importantly, you could joke about anything with her. No subject was off limits. Like, as long as it was a joke, fucking go for it, right? So I was like, let's go, let the comedy begin, lady, you're on. Let's have at it. And so my relationship with my mom largely consisted of each of us trying to mess with each other's head via comedy. So I always felt like that was a game best played out in public. So, like, we'd be at the grocery store, and every small town, everybody knew who we were. And as we were sliding the groceries and stuff, I would just sort of announce to the whole store, Mom, why don't we also buy all of your alcohol here as well? And then my mom, knowing the game was on, would go, oh, no. Making her look like the craziest alcoholic that ever lived.
Most kids, their favorite holiday is Christmas. Not when you're from a large family, because it might not be your turn to get a present that year. A large family, your favorite holiday is Halloween, because it is incentive-based. If you hustle, you can stock up for the year. Halloween comes around, all you know is you're gonna run for as hard as you can, as long as you can. A lot of kids try to tell you, oh, Halloween ends at 10 p.m. Wrong, Halloween ends when people quit answering the door. And most kids, they're just concerned about what they're gonna be for Halloween. You ask a kid from a large family, what are you gonna be? I'm gonna be as fast as I can.
You know how sometimes you get so scared you just freeze? You even stop breathing? Because you don't want the bad guy to hear your breath come find you? Or you know how sometimes you see a spider crawling up your wall? And he's just minding his own business. But then he see you and just stop. I don't know who's more scared, you or the spider. But now you're about to get in a fight with that spider. Anytime you have to kill a spider, it never happens the way you think it's gonna happen. Right? Like, what you think is gonna happen is that you're gonna see the spider, go get some toilet paper, walk over, grab it, put it in the toilet, flush it, go about your day. Right? Like, that's how you think is about to happen. What really happens? You clock the spider out of the corner of your eye. You gotta size them up first, right? Woo! 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 Try to creep. You try to creep on me. Woo! 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 Then you gotta see how close you can get to it. Woo! 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 Ooh, it's furry. It's furry. Oh, ooh, ah, ah, ah. Then you go and you get some toilet paper, right? You don't get 1 square. You don't get 5 squares. What do? You wad up your whole hand. Leave no skin showing. You walk over to that spider, you can't just walk right up to it and grab it. No, you gotta hype yourself up first, right? Give me a hair tie real quick. You don't just politely scoop it up. No. You punch it with all your might. You squeeze it as tight as you can in case it has muscles. You put it in the toilet and you flush it immediately. Those people who put a spider in their toilet and do not flush immediately are insane. Sometimes when I kill a spider, I like to leave the dead body there so all his friends get the message. Yeah, see this right here? You don't want none of this. Then I imagine they go home and talk to their friends about it, like, hey, you see what happened to Kevin? That's messed up. You still gonna kick it over there? Yeah, me too.
Haunted houses, they're still the same, which is weird. Like, they've been the same since I was a kid. Like, I'm Freddy Krueger and I'm an axe murderer. Like, we need, like, to update the haunted house model. You know, like, imagine a haunted house where you walk into one room and all of a sudden your phone is at 3% charge. I just plugged this in. Spooky. Then you walk into a room and every person you've ever insulted online is waiting to speak with you. You know, like an ex-girlfriend, your old boss, Ed Sheeran, just random people with bones to pick. You walk into another room and it's just your dad looking at pornography. You walk in, he's like, shut the door! Oh, Father, I had no idea you were such a fan of the Far East. Anyway,
No, we're all gonna die. We know that. I think we then.
Now you got to ask, like, what happens after we die?
Do you believe in ghosts? That's a great question.
Afterlife. Do you believe in ghosts? I think you get a different answer depending on how old is the person you're asking. Like, you ask, like, a millennial, like, do you believe in ghosts? They're like, I'm getting a blowjob right now.
Why are you bothering me right now? You can stay and watch. Just don't talk about ghosts and make it weird.
Come on, man. Let's get to work.
Did you say get to work?
I said, let's get to work.
Okay,
I made it a group thing. All right.
Who, you like Ray Lewis in an unfinished garage? Jesus Christ. Get to work. Put your hard hat on. Let's do this blowjob. No, but you ask an older person nearer to death, and they'll be like, yeah, I do believe it. There better be ghosts.
Yeah. That's a retirement I don't have to save money for. All right?
Thank God, right? Maybe I'll ghost down in the Keys.
I don't have to decide yet.
You don't have to do it.
But if we do believe in ghosts, and I think we're heading in that direction, then I think we all have to update our collective image of what a ghost is.
Yeah.
We have this sort of outdated image, like a 1870s sea captain with mutton chops and epaulets, dragging a bloody anchor across the floor, right?
Which,
by the way, those guys are great. They're doing great. They're on brand.
they're on point.
They're on fleek.
Fleet, whatever it is.
But look, you can't just decide that only some people become ghosts.
Yeah, people are dying every day.
God is making new ghosts every day.
Which should be God's new motto.
Making new ghosts every day.
How cool is that?
Look, but if that's true, then anyone can become a ghost. There are a lot of hipsters out there.
They're gonna die hopefully soon.
That's gonna happen.
Well, don't clap.
Hey, easy.
Easy.
Because I actually can't think of anything more annoying than having my house haunted by a hipster ghost.
How annoying would that be, right? You hear a sound at 3 a.m., you come downstairs, there's a hipster ghost just going through your record collection, judging you like, You're like, yeah, I bought a Hall & Oates album at a garage sale. This isn't the fucking movie High Fidelity, okay?
I don't have to justify all my choices to you. You know, I can't give my daughter a bath upstairs right now because there's a hipster ghost vaping in my bathtub. Thank you.
Honey, honey.
What?
Honey, do you smell that? Why does the garage suddenly smell like craft beer?
Hipster ghost!
What?
Who signed us up for an adult kickball league? Hipster ghost!
Who put a sleeve of tattoos on the dog?
Hipster. Actually, I did that.
You did that?
I did do that.
Why would you do that?
I thought it would look cool.
Does it look cool?
Well, he's touring with the remaining members of Sublime, so
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
I think you tell me if it looks cool.
Here's the thing. Go back and watch Amityville Horror or watch Poltergeist. When you have a real ghost haunting your house, you want to get your family out alive.
When you have a hipster ghost in your house, you just want that asshole out of
That's
the
it.
house.
So 3 weeks later, after the haunting, you hear a sound, you come downstairs, you see the sea captain from behind. Mutton chops, epaulets, you're like, ah,
Buddy.
sea captain. This is an archetype I can understand. This is something we can work with, right? Then he spins around, he's wearing an ironic Ghostbusters t-shirt.
Hipster ghost!
It's like the all-female Ghostbusters reboot. Of course, a regular ghost makes the sound boo.
Hipster ghost is like, boo. Boo to all your
Boo.
choices, boo. None of this food is farm to table, boo. Cage-free isn't necessarily organic, boo. FYI.
By the way, FYI does not mean for your information.
No, it means fuck you, idiot.
Every time.
That's what I mean.
Every
Most
time.
aggressive thing you can text
Ever.
to another human being.
Here's the thing that I've been thinking about a lot lately. I've been thinking about the Blair Witch Project. I just talked about it. Why wouldn't I be thinking about it? I put it in a joke of mine. Yes, that's why I was thinking about it. Great point, the audience. I was thinking about that movie because we'll never get to have that movie again. Do you realize that? We'll never get to have that movie again. Like, we'll never get to experience the joy that was seeing that movie because we saw that movie at a time when, like, the internet didn't really exist and smartphones were not a thing at all. And so everybody left that movie and was like, was that real? Well, we have no way to check. I guess so. And we all thought it was real. And here's the thing, like, if that movie came out today, we'd be leaving, we'd just pull out our, like, and it would just auto-populate, like, the Blair Witch Project real? No, it's not. Or witch is real? No. Well, I mean, witches are real, but, like, not the kind that don't have stick piles. Like, it would just say that whole thing. And I miss some of that, you know? I miss some of the things that movie taught us about ourselves. Like, as a culture. You see, that movie taught us that, like, we believe as a culture that somebody, an archaeologist or like a wayward woodsman, guy dressed as a bush about to shoot a deer, somebody found a videotape in the woods of children being murdered And what we decided to do about it as a culture was release it in theaters. That's who we think we are. How bad do the kids get killed? Oh, very bad. Oh, that's gonna move popcorn. Like, that's who we think we are. And speaking of changes, it's not just a change in culture. I'm finding that I'm going through some changes lately. They were things I was unprepared for. Every night at 11 p.m., if I am still awake, I find that I would like to have a baby. What now? What? I mean, they don't even make maternity tuxedo jackets. Like, what would I wear? I've never thought I would want to have, I never thought I would want to, like, you know, I mean, I always knew I wanted a parent, but I thought I would, like, buy her steel kids. I didn't know I would ever consider growing a baby in my body, because when babies are born, they come out with a full head of hair, which means if you reverse that process, before that baby was born, that mom had a full head of somebody else's hair inside of her body. And I don't feel comfortable with that. I don't think any of us feel comfortable with that. We will throw away soup if it has one hair in it that is not our own, but an entire head of hair, and it's already inside of you because it grew in there? Oh, no thank you. Plus, whenever I imagine childbirth, I just imagine like one little arm pops out of my vagina and then it unzips me. I don't actually think I'm that off base. Of course, if we decided to do this, we would have to, you know, get takeout. Because we don't have all the raw materials for a baby in our kitchen. It's like definitely a delivery and not a DiGiorno situation. Which is fine, because I do not like a rising crust, as it turns out. Yeah. That's an erection joke. I made an erection joke.
I was in Minneapolis over Halloween. I love Minneapolis. It's a fun city. It was at the apex of the giant national clown scare of 2016, where full-grown adults were suddenly afraid of clowns. And someone called the cops on a clown sneaking around the neighborhood I was in, and the cops showed up and shot a clown to death. And it's the funniest thing I've ever heard in my life. They killed. Now, when I say that, the clown was clocked in. It wasn't like an off-duty clown who was just hanging out, like just, I like the nightlife, I like the boogie. Nope. No, this was a clown in full clown. And fuck a clown. You're all fucking grown-ups, okay? How the fuck are you scared of clowns? Really? Your bullshit fear? Look, I get it. I get that if you went home tonight and you opened your closet door and there's a clown on the other side, you have every right to shit your pants and jump back and be like, what the fuck? Because there wasn't a clown when you left. And of course, that's fight or flight, stranger danger, you're ready, right? What the fuck is a clown doing here? And also, a clown, come on, there's no sad way for a clown to die. If you watched a whole bunch of owls just descend on a clown and start pecking his eyes out, you'd be like, that is the funniest thing I've ever seen. If a clown ran across the tarmac and was like, I'm late for my plane, and got sucked into a turbine and just confetti shot out the other side, you guys would be like, that is amazing. You scared of clowns? Let me tell you something. Back up. You got a clown in your closet? Grab your fear. Hold on to it. Hold on to it and realize, okay, that clown is a person who is a failure at everything else other than being a clown. Literally, they suck at juggling, they suck at comedy, they suck at acting, they suck at dancing, they suck at mime, they're great at carpooling. Fuck a clown. Fuck clowns. If you walk out of here tonight and you see a clown sneaking around under a street lamp, fucking gird up. Gird up and just yell, motherfucker. And if that clown is like, what? Chase that clown. Chase it. Chase that clown. They don't even expect that. They don't even know you're going to chase him. Chase that clown. You're going to catch him. They can't outrun you in those shoes. And then you catch that clown and you beat the fuck out of that clown. And then you set that clown on fire. Did you know that the smell of burning clowns alerts other clowns in the neighborhood to leave the area? They can smell burning clown. Now, by the same token, if you go home tonight and you open your closet door and there's a ventriloquist dummy there that nobody remembers buying, burn your fucking house to the ground. Burn it to the ground. Burn it to the ground. It's literally the last of the dark arts. I do not understand how that's entertaining for anyone. You know that you can't even kill a ventriloquist. You have to kill Jeff Dunham. He's the head ventriloquist. You have to kill him first and then hang him next to his fucking racist puppets. Anyways, I had a wonderful time with you guys tonight. Enjoy the rest of your evening. Thank you so much. Good night.
She loves true crime. I'm okay with true crime. I like sports. So I came up with an idea for us to spend more time together. I was like, baby, I got an idea. Combine both our interests. Why don't we murder a professional athlete? I think it'd be really great for us. It's got everything we like. It's got the murder. It's got the sports. There was only one time she was ever interested in sports, and it was that time that the guy from the Bills almost died. That was literally the only time that she was watching Sports Center. She's like, is he going to be okay? I was like, oh, someone almost died. You are so obsessed with true crime. She loves true crime, hates horror movies, which I find interesting, right? Like if I put in a horror movie, she's like watching it like this. She's like, oh my God, oh. So it's like, you want to like hear about murder, but you don't want to see it. So tell me all in gruesome details. If I put on a horror movie that's too gory, I'll get shamed, guys. She's like, oh, this is disgusting. You like this? This is gross. And I'm like, oh, I'm sorry. Would this be better if it was two white women gossiping about a family's worst moment? Have you ever listened to a true crime podcast? It's literally two white women having the time of their life talking about somebody that died. They'll get all into it. They'll be like, okay, so today we're going to get all into the Johnson family murders. So brutal that the family is being like totes annoying and is like, please don't talk about this. But fuck that, we're going to get all into it because my murder mitten's got to hear all the gruesome details. But first, today's sponsor, Pinot Noir. Not a brand of wine, just wine in general. These true crime podcasts are so popular. There's one called My Favorite Murder. That's like the most popular one. I'm like, they're ranking murders? They have favorites? Imagine like your cousin died and you're just like trying to get some info and you come across two women having a great time. You're just trying to get some info and they're basically like, look, I know it's like really sad that your cousin like got stabbed and left on the side of the highway, but listen, it was our favorite murder. I mean, we loved it. It was just, you're not topping it this year. I mean, our three favorite murders all time, Jeffrey Dahmer's second victim, Ted Bundy's third victim, and your cousin. I mean, that's just, for our money, top three favorite murders. You're not beating it. You're not beating it. She doesn't like My Favorite Murder. She likes this show, this podcast called Crime Junkies. Yeah, you know it? Crime Junkies. It's two white women. But really, it's one main co-host and then another one that just says, oh my God, that's so crazy. That's it. It's the one main one. She's giving you the info. She's telling you what's up. She's like, okay, so today we're gonna get into this like murder from the 70s. This guy got away with killing a bunch of women, and then this other one just goes, oh my God, that's so crazy. And that's it. We're gonna get into this murder in the 80s. This guy killed 3 women, and she's just like, oh my God, that's so crazy. And I'm like, this woman's not needed. She's just not adding anything to the discourse. So much so that I got dragged to a live taping of this podcast at the Beacon Theater. And guys, only one was there. And you can guess which host was there. I would have liked it if they left just the oh my God girl who just had to fill 2 hours of being like, oh my God, some guy killed people. Oh my God, I don't know. So it was the information one. And it was crazy, guys. It was like a cold case from like 1984 Cincinnati. And she's got a whiteboard and she's got suspects. And she's like, this guy might have done it. But I don't know, maybe it was this guy. Oh, but look how guilty this guy looks. I think it was this guy. And then she says the craziest thing, she goes, it's so good that everyone's here tonight because we're all gonna help solve this murder. I was like, a cold case from 1984? And I think it's a crazy thing to say, but everyone, all the women there, is like 95% women are like, oh yeah, we're gonna solve this. Yeah, we're gonna solve this. Oh yeah. I'm gonna Googies when I get home. Yeah, we're gonna solve this. And on the way out, I hear women being like, yeah, we're gonna solve, yeah, this is great, yeah. And you guys aren't gonna believe this. It's been 2 months since that show. Case still unsolved. I mean, how is that possible? How did everyone at the Beacon Theater that night not solve it?
Don't worry. Good sir, you look like a creepy serial killer. I just thought I'd point that out right away. You're the reason I don't sleep in parking lots. You know what I mean? Like, I'm sorry, I'm just getting ready in the show and I noticed you and I just thought, God, this is why I don't stop on the road. You know what I mean? I'm sure you're not that person, but like when I'm driving and I'm on a long trip, I pull and I go, I want a nap, and then I picture you going, good, he's sleeping. Sorry, I'm honest. I don't like to do that to people, but now you know. So don't stop, in those areas. You know what I mean? I think it's best for you to find a hotel. Sir, don't look back. That's really fucked up. Seriously, you had to look back, right? You didn't trust me? You were frightened? You do not have to fear him unless you're on the side of the road. His powers don't work here. They only work if, you're falling asleep, and then all of a sudden, there he is. Then you wake up in his basement. Sir, do you have a basement? No? All right. Well, maybe you keep them somewhere else. Are they on the trunk of your car? You don't look that strong, but I think you could carry a body. Yeah, look back again. Maybe he'll remember you. You need to get it together. See, you didn't grow up in a place like me. Where'd you grow up, sir? It was safe. It's weird. Where'd you grow up?
The safest place right now, Dominican Republic.
Dominican Republic. Well, take him home. That could be the country for you. You don't even need a parking lot. You just got to stay at a hotel on the beach. I grew up in the city. I don't even... Did you ever walk down the street and you're walking down the street and you have that one guy walking at you, but you always assume the worst? You're like, oh shit, this guy's gonna kill me. That's me every day. You never assume anything good. Oh, this guy's gonna take me horseback riding. Right, you can get out of this. All you have to do is cross the street, but you don't. Why? Because you don't want to insult your killer. I should cross the street. No, that's rude. Let's hope this works out. What's his shirt say? Dominican Republic. Keep staring at people. Fuck my whole show up. I love your hat, sir. You spent some time deciding on that hat, didn't you? You know what's the problem with that hat? He notices shit like that. I'm thankful for people like you. Because you're like, I want to be a little different. And he's looking around the room like, who am I going to fucking kill? The guy with the fucking weird hat. Are you happy your husband's wearing that hat? He looks good in it, all right. You ever get paranoid about getting killed, sir? Not really. Not really? Do you have a sliding glass door in your home? You do? Well, you should be fucking worried. I mean, honestly, if you had to face someone through the sliding glass door like a real nut, I don't think... You're not gonna scare him, that's all I'm gonna say. You in that hat, he's gonna be like, I found the right place. I'm thinking he leaves your home wearing your fucking hat. Probably gets in the car with Creeper and finds this victim. I love that you're not emotionally reacting to anything. All it does is confirm my nutty brain. You're like, dude, how does he know me? This is amazing. I just don't want to be killed by a first-time killer. I don't want to get hurt. You know what I mean? If it's good, look, if you're here, I don't want it to happen. But if it's going to happen, be good. I don't think my neighbors are going to help. I'm not going to help you. If someone's chasing you and you come to my house, I'm like, yo, what are you, crazy? Head that way. I'm dialing 911. I can't help you. I'm sorry. Bye. You don't want to be killed by a new guy. Like, if someone gets in my home, I don't want to be, like, hurt and chased around. I'm like, what are you doing? Finish the job. There's a hammer in the top drawer. It's crazy. You think, look, did you ever get in an elevator and right before it closes, someone pops in, but they don't press a button? You're like, here we go.
So I have this dark view of the world. And it happens every day, you know. People will come to me, oh, Graham, you must be a comedian. You're a comedian. You must watch a lot of funny movies and TV shows. Nope. I watch documentaries about cults. Those are amazing, you guys. Here's why you gotta watch cult documentaries. If you're ever having a bad day, maybe beating yourself up over some decisions you made, I can assure you, you've never done something as dumb as join a cult. Halfway through every cult doc, I'm like, how stupid are these people? It's always so obvious. I mean, all right, it starts with noble intentions, right? It's a bunch of hippies. We're gonna live off the grid and grow our own food and make our own clothing and no more capitalism, no more war. It's like, oh yeah, that sounds great. But then there's these obvious red flags. Like matching outfits. Come on. Like, let's say you two guys who are here cheating on your wives together. If you showed up late and walked in and I was wearing a robe with a sash and the whole crowd was wearing a matching robe, you'd be like, oh, where's the comedy show, not the cult rally? Is that next door, the comedy's like, okay, great. The leaders of the cults always have crazy eyes and jacked up haircuts. It's so obvious. There's this one on HBO, this woman, Gwen, she's got this huge, like, tidal wave blonde hair. And she's like, Jesus wants you to give me $10,000 to lose weight. It's so obvious. But even years later, the people being interviewed still sound so dumb and clueless. They're always like, well, you know, one day we were all doing yoga and the prophet walked in and he stuck his thumb in my butt. And I thought, this is kind of weird. And then he said, the second knuckle brings enlightenment. So, I mean, who could have known? Everyone knew.
Someone asked me, have I ever had a relationship or an experience with a much older woman, to which I replied, kinda. Long time ago, me and this lady, we vibing, you know, over the course of a short period of time, we vibing. And in the course of conversation, I found out she was a recent widow, which is like a great time to get in, you know. But she let me into her life too early. And I know because when I was in her bedroom, we could both feel the spirit of her dead husband in the room with us. It was eerie. I'm like, ugh. Like, this is not the type of threesome I'm trying to have. It was creepy, but I didn't know at first. I'm just hitting. And then she's like, Roger? Like, nah, Mike. Mikey Winfield, remember from Bingo? Then I was like, oh, that's the ghost. Ooh, and I was creeped out because I didn't know how to proceed. Because I grew up in a black family, and we didn't discuss what to do when you're in the bedroom with a ghost while you fucking some old lady. Like, I guess Roger's just gonna have to watch.
I used to be scared of the dark, and I still am. People try to bully me. They're like, you're scared of the dark? Yeah. That's what you have to do when people are bullies. You bully them back. Don't let people bully you. You're scared of the dark? Yeah, I'm fucking scared of the dark. You know why? People get stabbed in the dark. That's why. Fuck face. Don't try to bully me. I know what happens in the dark. So, but I don't know if I can have kids. You can't be scared of the dark and have kids. What if my son comes in the bedroom or my daughter in the middle of the night? Daddy, I think there's somebody outside. Go check. Normally, I wouldn't let you out at 4 in the morning, but it's a good reason. I think there's somebody under my bed. Are you sure? Are you sure? Because I'll call the police, but you're gonna look stupid if they come and there's no one under your bed. I don't care, I love you, but you know, why don't you think about it? If you're positive, then come back. I definitely want to call the police.
You know, I don't watch a lot of TV. I only watch ghost hunting shows. I want to see a ghost really bad. But I mean, I just feel like they're too nice to the ghosts. You know, so there's someone here that wants to make themselves feel better. I want to see Brooklyn Mafia ghost hunting. Excuse me, you don't want to go whoa, whoa, whoa up and down a hole. You're the cocksucker go whoa, whoa, whoa. Shut up. My wife and I trying to sleep, understand, asshole? One more, whoa, whoa, whoa. I'm gonna suck you into my vacuum cleaner. I can't have it.
I guess I do like to consume violent media. Like, I love horror movies. I love them so much. Yeah! All right, got some Shudder subscribers here. Look at that. They do scare me, but I love them. I like to be scared, you know? One of my least favorite things about horror movies, though, is almost all of them are about teenagers. That's boring. Let's get a little diversity in there. I want to see a horror movie about senior citizens. Because they wouldn't give a fuck. You'd be like, this demon poses a serious threat to your life. And they'd be like, yeah, so do stairs. Come at me, bro. I'm not afraid of ghosts, I'm afraid of unshoveled sidewalks. Another horror trope that I don't like is there's so many horror movies that are about like an amazing single mom who immediately clocks that there's something wrong with her obviously possessed child. I want to see a horror movie about the worst single dad you have ever seen, whose child's head is just making full rotations, and he's like, damn, puberty's nuts. Just finds the family hamster brutally murdered. He's like, if you can't take care of your pet, we're not gonna be able to get another. Don't roll your eyes at me. Oh, wow, they're all the way back. That's impressive. Okay, we can get another hamster.
In my super fundamentalist Christian church youth group, they used to dress us up like clowns. Stay with me. We put on like a sinful clown play in the park. And each clown represented a different sin. So we had premarital sex clown. Oh, there's some premarital sex clowns here tonight. Yeah. We had abortion clown. Don't get mad at me, I'm just telling you what happened. And we took the youth group on a mission trip to New York City. We took our sinful clown play on the road. They took us to a neighborhood in New York called Spanish Harlem. In the 90s. So imagine 20 white suburban teenagers walking down the sidewalk of Spanish Harlem, dressed like abortion clown. They were all staring at us and laughing in Spanish. We did a lot of weird productions like that. Every year for Halloween, we put on this haunted house that simulated you going to hell. Stay with me. It started with your funeral, a lovely way to spend a Friday evening.
And we had our haunted house set up where you had to crawl under your coffin to get into hell. I don't know how biblically accurate this is. That's how we did it. And then it was just room after room of youth group kids screaming at you. But it was similar in theme to the sinful clown play. We had a room about premarital sex. We had a room about abortion. There was even a room about lust. You just can't win. It featured a man masturbating in the flames of hell. It's the kind of wholesome entertainment we're missing today.